Hi, I'm Jodie Wallace with 3D Perspectives. 3D represents discovery, direction, and decision. I am your business and life coach with a master's in neuro-linguistic programming. I'm also a spiritual director. I put your life in 3D. Welcome. Well, time management is an interesting topic. I often get many people who have an issue around this. But first we need to understand, what is time management? What is time? Time is just time. We all have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's just time. So why is it that some people seem to be able to handle time and other people do not? Well, a lot of it has to do with how you look at time. We have to find out what's causing the problem. Okay, so it's usually some sense of a belief. And a belief is what creates our behaviors. Once I find out what that belief is, it's a limiting belief. And once I find out what that is, then there are tools through neuro-linguistic programming to actually change that belief. And it's a process. But oftentimes people would like to have some specific steps on what to do. So in order to be clear about time and how you want to use your time, and let's say you have a lot of projects that you want to do, whether it's at work or at home or whatever, what we have to do is what we call chunking it down. Now, when time is really difficult for people and they're trying to stay focused and not procrastinate, then I say, well, here's a concept that I use. And you could get an egg timer. You can get everybody has these timers on their iPhones and what have you. But do increments of 30 minutes and focus on that 30-minute chunk of time that you want to accomplish that process or that strategy or whatever it is that you need to have done. And then when you're done with that 30 minutes, celebrate. The other piece that needs to be in place is commitment. If there's a problem with commitment, then I can work on that too, because that's also could be a belief. So there's a lot that goes on with time management, but here it is. Time is just time. So when somebody tells me they don't have time for something, it's not true. It's how they're viewing time, and it's how they're viewing their situation that makes the difference. And what we need to find out is what the criteria is, what's the block, and then go from there and then create the strategy that will work with them. But what happens is when they work with me, they are now excited about working towards their goals or whatever they need to do versus it's this big, huge weight. But it is something that can be managed, and it is something that you can actually be excited about.